All right, Shalom Akim. Kohalayim La Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi Bahashem Harakaha Kudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Aquath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatah. Alright, so we're going to get into this lesson, man. You know, we here seeing the downfall of Esau's kingdom, man. As the beloved elder apostle Gabar says, you know, expose Edom. Expose Edom. And it's about that time, man. It's time for the world to start seeing Edom for who they really are. You know, these Edomites got to be exposed. They got to be seen. You know, it's time for the nakedness to be shown. Right? So let me start off with this. Let me start off with 2 Thessalonians. Okay, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let's see. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 5. And it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you I told you these things? And now ye know that now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. That he might be revealed in this time. And who is this talking about? It's talking about the son of perdition, man. Let's talk about the son of perdition. You know, perdition means destruction, man. Chaos. Right? As a matter of fact, let's get that definition real quick. Bear with me. All right, this is the definition for the word perdition in the online etymology. And it says, the condition of damnation, spiritual ruin. Spiritual ruin, right? Who's going around causing all kinds of ruin? Both physical ruin, spiritual ruin. You see what I'm saying? Who's going around doing all that? You steal, you kill, you destroy. You know what I'm saying? If you're not destroying someone's crops, you know, you're destroying their livelihoods. If you're not destroying their livelihoods, you're destroying their moral code, their moral systems, right? And so all this deals with Esau's cunningness, right? With his subtlety, right? So let me read this again. It says, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 6, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And this is that time. This is that time for Esau, Edom to be revealed, because he is that son of perdition, man. He's that son of perdition. Esau, Edom, he's the son of perdition. And all those that stem from that line of Esau. Right? Verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way, and then shall that wicked be revealed. You see what I'm saying? Then shall that wicked be revealed. Let's continue with this definition. Condition of damnation, spiritual ruin, state of the souls of the wicked in hell. Right? And we know that hell is a condition. And who goes around bringing all kinds of hell to everybody? It's this same devil, man. It's this same devil. Esau, Edom. a special theological sense, the general sense of utter destruction, entire ruin, great harm, death, fact of being lost or destroyed. Let's go to Micah real quick, man. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." You see what I'm saying? And there's a recompense coming for this devil, man, and all his family line. You see, as is written in the next verse, it says, "Therefore, thus saith Yahawah Power, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil." Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Right, so let's get back into this article real quick. All right, so it says the orange pervert son explains why China is not intimidated by U.S. military. Right, your boy Trump's son has got some things to say concerning this greatest country in the world's military. You see, Donald Trump's eldest son has claimed Beijing is far from being intimidated by the U.S. military, pointing as evidence to the Air Service's latest guidelines on the equal treatment of transformer personnel. Right, and we saw this, and we see this with what happened with Russia. If you recall a previous lesson that I did regarding, America's wine, man, the wine of Babylon, right? And Putin went on a pretty long tangent about, how this rainbow, mentality, this rainbow lifestyle is being forced on our children. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, nobody's worried about this place. Nobody's worried about this place, man. Nobody's afraid of Esau Edom no more. Nobody's afraid of Babylon the Great, aka America. And that's scriptural. That's in the prophecies. It's in the prophecies. You can find that in the book of Joel. The weak are saying that they're strong. Right? They ain't weak no more, man, in comparison to Esau. They ain't weak no more. They got nukes. We got nukes. You see? Right? That's what they're saying. Y'all got these capabilities. We got these capabilities. And they're running all these different military drills and military checks, simulations. And guess what? America keeps losing every single time they running these simulations. You can't tell me that this ain't prophecy playing out. Right? Speaking at America Fest 2021 conference in Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday, Trump Jr. threw a rhetorical question out to the audience, inquiring what the attendees thought America's enemies were doing, and quickly retorted, "They're laughing." They're laughing. They're not cowering in fear. They're laughing. You think China is thinking, "Oh, we got to make sure we have plenty of transformer pilots"? No. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's afraid of this place. Nobody's afraid of this place. You look at You look at how America conducts its military requirements, right? The different drills that they have to do, the different required exercises that they have to do, man. Their whole focus is making it more quote unquote accessible for transformers and women. You see what I'm saying? They have to dumb down the requirements that would make a strong soldier so that a female can pass those requirements or can pass those tests. You see what I'm saying? All these other nations are not worried about America. They not. They not. They're not worried about all these niggas in pink. They're not worried about it. They are not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? America, this place is so stupid. This place is so stupid. They're dismissing high-ranking soldiers over this happy juice. You see what I'm saying? Over this poison. They're dismissing big-time soldiers over this. Dishonorable discharge. None of this makes sense, man. None of this makes sense. You are deliberately weakening your own nation. Make that shit make sense. No other nation is afraid of this place. Let's go to Jeremiah, man. Let's hit Jeremiah. I don't want to talk too much. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 49. Verse 7. It says concerning Edom, thus saith Yahawah of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Is their wisdom vanished? You see? Is there any more sense? These people ain't making sense no more, man. Right? Verse 10. Verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. All right, let's jump down to verse 13. Verse 13, it says, for I have sworn by myself, saith Yahawah, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. You see, what does it say? It says a reproach, a reproach. These jokers are a laughing stock, man. These guys, America, America is scorned, right? America is being scoffed at. While all these guys are focusing on wearing pink and wearing makeup in the military, while they're busy doing that, you know what I'm saying? North Korea's got all these super soldiers ready to fight, ready to throw down. You see what I'm saying? While y'all worried about makeup and y'all worried about equality, these jokers is worried about winning wars. You know what I'm saying? They ain't playing none of that sissy stuff. They ain't playing none of that. They're making sure that their men are actually masculine. You know what I'm saying? They are being masculine. They're not being effeminate. They are through with America's philosophies, with America's wine. They are through with that. They are finished with that. You see what I'm saying? Let me read it again. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahawah, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from Yahawah, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come up against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And that's what Esau is, man. He's despised among men. And all these other nations, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, You know what I'm saying? And all of these people are turning on America, and then America's allies are going to fall right in line and turn against you as well. You even gonna have Britain against America. You're gonna have Turkey against America. You're gonna have Japan against America. Everybody gonna turn against America. You see what I'm saying? So let's jump to chapter 50. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. It says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves," Salakia. Salakia for that. It says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." You see, like I said, all them cannons is going to turn onto America, right? Both America's enemies as well as America's allies are going to turn on this place. You see? Right? "And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. And all those that spoil her shall be satisfied." Russia gonna be satisfied. Iran gonna be satisfied. China gonna be satisfied. Turkey gonna be satisfied. Japan gonna be satisfied. Yeah. Everybody, North Korea gonna be satisfied. Everybody gonna be cool. Everybody gonna be cool when America's downfall, bro. Everybody, man. It says the earth is at rest. It says the earth is at rest, man. Look, everybody knows that America is the problem. You see what I'm saying? Everybody knows that Esau, Edom is the core problem. Everybody knows that. You see? Everybody. It says what? Verse 11, "Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine inheritance." And these are the destroyers, man. Esau, Edom's the destroyer, right? The spirit came down heavy on the apostles, man. You know what I'm saying? When they was doing the live camp, you know what I'm saying, just yesterday. And the spirit came down heavy on Apostle Gabar, and then it leaped on Apostle Tahar. Boy, it got fierce. Because why? Esau's got to be exposed. The son of perdition must be exposed. He must be exposed, because he thought for a long time that he was going to get away with this, but he's not. He's not. You see, verse 11, "Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed." That's talking about Britain. It's talking about Britain, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the mother of America. Great Britain. "Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert." Right? Let me jump to verse 14. "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahawah." And they are all going to empty every single last silo against America. You see what I'm saying? Let's jump down to verse 23. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, And thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. You see, they're not aware of the snare that the Most High set for them, man. With this whole transformer lifestyle, with this whole rainbow lifestyle that they're promoting, that they're so fixated on, they're so focused on, they can't even realize that they're weakening themselves. America doesn't realize that they are becoming weak by the month, by the year. With these types of legislations, all this wickedness, man. What does it say in Romans? Let's get Romans real quick. Right? Romans chapter 1, verse 24. It says, wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. You see what I'm saying? The Most High gave them up to this. The Most High gave them up to these wicked thoughts. Verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. The Most High led them to this thought process. You see, this is that snare. Let's go back. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahawah. You see what I'm saying? You done striven against Edumb, the Most High, man, the Lord of hosts. Y'all done strove against the mighty power. Y'all done strove against order. Y'all done strove against common sense. You see what I'm saying? All these other nations are not worried about you. They're not scared of you. They are not worried. Trust and believe they are not worried, man. You see, everybody remembers what you've done. Everyone remembers the wickedness that you've done, man. The shit that you've done around the world. Everybody, it's fresh in their minds. You see, because what did you do? You gloated about this. You gloated about it. You was excited about it. You was happy to proclaim your dominance over the whole earth. Right? And that's why every other nation remembers it. Because you made sure that all these other nations would remember it. You made sure. And now that the prophets out here pointing the finger and showing you for what you really are, you know what I'm saying? Now we got things like so-called critical race theory, you know, and all these Edomites is running away from what they gloated about. They're running away from what they were proud of. You see what I'm saying? They're running away from that. But it's too late. The damage been done, man, and all this judgment is coming your way, man. You've been a thief. You see? You've gone around the entire world stealing and killing, right? This is book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Y'all played the role of pretending to be Christians, like this was a Christian nation founded off of Christian values and morals. No, the hell it wasn't. No, the hell it wasn't. And the world is seeing that. You see what I'm saying? The world is seeing that. The world is finding out who the real Israelites are. The world is figuring out these things. And therefore your image is tarnished to the fullest. Let's go to Zephaniah. All right, this is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 15. Zephaniah 2 and 15, it says, "This is the rejoicing city. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in?" And what is that desolation with beasts lying down? It's talking about what's prophesied in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter. You see what I'm saying? It's talking about Isaiah, the 13th chapter, man. That's the precept. It says, I am. They said that I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand, man. This place is going to be that laughing stock for real, man, for generations to come after it's all said and done, boy. See what I'm saying? One moment. All right, so all right, so let's get Wisdom of Solomon. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. Let's hit verse 17. And it reads, "For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor." You see what I'm saying? All this foolishness, man. There's no more honor to be found among the few, the proud, the marine. Call on Yahawah Bahashem. Call on Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Call on Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, man. It says right here, the 43-year-old conservative was quick to add that he was 100% fine with transformer airmen and women being appointed as long as they were the best pilots. However, he alleged that was not the focus of the Air Force, claiming the promotion of transformer pilots was not about finding the best ones. And he's absolutely right. It's not about finding the best pilots. It's about filling an agenda. You see? If you can recall my one of my previous lessons, you know, it's not about a product, it's about an agenda. You know what I'm saying? The same way they would sacrifice money for the sake of an agenda, they would sacrifice making money for the sake of an agenda. They would also sacrifice their safety and their sovereignty for the sake of an agenda. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Instead of actually strengthening their military, they want to feminize their military. You see? This place has become Sodom and Gomorrah, man. As it is written, this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. You know? And it's only getting worse and worse. Right? "For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor." And this is their last age. This is their last age. Ain't no these guys talking about what's going to happen in the year 2050, you know, or the year 2030. Man, ain't none of that junk coming, man. Ain't none of that garbage coming. You know what I'm saying? Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? And that's vain as hell, man. The writings on the wall, y'all ain't got much time left. And the elites understand that. The elites know that. You see? Verse 18. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 18, it says, or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. Right? So I don't need to read too much more of this. I don't need to read much more of this. All right. So let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. This is what's coming for all you that's in the military. You know what I'm saying? This is what's coming, man. Thus saith the Most High. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 33. It says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. It's going to be a strict shortage of men out here, man. And a good portion of them are rainbow lifestyle. So what's going to be left? You see what I'm saying? Now you begin to understand why the scriptures say, I shall make a man more precious than fine gold. You see what I'm saying? In particular, a man of the Most High, a man of the Lord. You're gonna need to be looking for one of them. You're gonna need to be looking for one of us, man. Those of us that stay in this truth. Because wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the stability of the times that's coming. And the only way you can find that wisdom and that knowledge is right here in these scriptures, man. Because the majority of the people is gonna be running around with like chickens with their heads cut off, looking for answers. And they're going to be looking for these very men that they scoffed at on these street corners. You know what I'm saying? Scoffed at in the comment boards, in these live shows and whatnot. They're going to be looking for these very same people. And what's going to happen if they actually find one of these prophets? The same thing that's written. Same thing that's written. Let's go there in Jeremiah. Let's hit it. This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 2. Jeremiah 15:2 says, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahawah, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. Basically, what the Lord says, what the Lord has prepared for you, that's what you're getting. Simple as that, man. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. You see, because the Most High is going to laugh in that day, man. It's going to laugh at the calamities. It's going to laugh. Because y'all ain't paying no attention, man. These 2/3 out here, they ain't paying attention. They ain't listening. They ain't listening. They couldn't care less. So what's the scripture say, man? Let the multitude perish then. Right? Let the multitude perish then. So let's end this off with Isaiah. Let's end this off with Isaiah. So I was pretty much veering off. I don't want to do that, man. I want to stay to the lesson. So let's end it right here. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. And let's get that. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Huh? You see? They're not worried. They're not scared. They're not scared. Verse 11, it says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Ain't gonna be no more pride in America, man. You see? Everybody keeps talking. You see, every election is always talking about hope for a brighter tomorrow. You know, that's why the orange pervert came out talking about make America great again. And then what's this crypt keeper come around talking about? He's talking about build back better. Build back better. You see? They understand that this place ain't over, that this place is over, this place is through, this place is done. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more pride left in America. Well, there's plenty. I take that back. There's plenty of pride. And that's exactly why the Most High is about to bring this judgment. You see? He's about to bring this judgment. Right? Because it says that they still weren't mindful of the scourges. Right? All these things. We've got tornadoes ravishing the country. We got earthquakes. We got volcanoes. We got plagues. You know what I'm saying? Pestilence, man. All over. Right here in America. Right here in America. You know what I'm saying? Off the coast, we got these earthquakes causing tsunamis and shit. Come on, man. Come on. All these are brought as scourges, man, for amendment. And they still don't mind it. They still don't think that maybe the Most High is judging this place. But that's all right, man. It's all right, because they're going to see. They're going to see, man, starting with these 2/3. Right? So I pray this lesson was edifying, man. I'm going to cut that there. I want to say, call Haloyam La, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem HaRiCANS. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwah that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatah. Shalom.